Hello, beautiful souls. It is Andrea with Enlightening Offerings. I am on here today because I once again have had a repeat theme show up in several conversations over the last couple of weeks, and I thought perhaps there might be others out there that would find value in the words that keep coming to me. So, the premise to this, the first time this came up was a couple of weeks ago. Someone I know was commenting on how they have just moved 2 states away, and yet things don't seem to really be getting better. They're still faced with the same types of themes, of struggles, of blockages, of obstacles, of toxic people showing up. And which is great, right? Great that they're recognizing the cycles and the patterns. So let's take that a step further, right? I Many of you may, I don't know, maybe not know. I moved quite a bit as a child, and it helped me to learn from a young age that it's not the people that change when you move. You pretty much hang out with the same people in different human bodies no matter where you go. It's the landscape. The view can be much better. It can be worse. The weather can be better. It can be worse. The comfort of what you see out your window can be better or worse. But the people don't change a whole lot. And the reason for that is because just because you move doesn't mean you change. And so, as we learn in quantum physics and through the law of magnetism and frequency, that which we put out is what we receive. And so, just by moving 2 states away doesn't really change anything because you are still the same person. So, you can quit your job, you can move states, you can break up with a partner, but until you change, you are going to be putting out that same frequency, and therefore the universe is going to keep sending you the same shit. You're going to be dating the same people in different bodies. You're going to be facing the same obstacles when looking for a new job or within your new job. You are going to be living the same life in a different location because time and space aren't real, and nothing in your life is going to change until you do. Right? So how do you do that? How do you change? How do you shift? Well, the biggest problem my clients face is in recognizing that they are not victims. We are not victims in our life. Once we are legally of age, 18, older, once we are adults and we can move and get a job and make these choices for ourselves, sometimes sooner, sometimes a little bit later, depending on circumstances, we are no longer victims. We choose every moment of our life. And that is really, really, really hard for some people to accept fully. Some people really like to be like, oh no, it's their fault that I'm in this situation. Or no, oh, it's because of this that I'm in this situation. No. Accepting for extenuating circumstances and very rare examples, it can all be traced back to free will and personal choice. Sorry. So, by moving, you're still choosing, right? So you've moved, you've quit your job, you've broken up with this partner. So you chose. Good, good. You're looking for change. But until you shift your frequency, until you take ownership of the life that you have created, until you change that within yourself, raise up your own sense of self-worth, and know that you deserve better circumstances than you had before, you will likely end up in the exact same scenario with a different view out your window. So, shifting your frequency, building up your self-worth, your self-love, as cliche as that sounds, self-love is the key to pretty much everything. Once you work through all of that gunk and that trauma and that childhood pain and all of the stuff, and you get to that center core of self-love of self, and that you start believing that you are worthy of living this life that the universe, this limitlessly bountiful universe, can offer you, that's when you'll start seeing changes. So getting a life activation, coming here, doing one-on-one healing work, going to therapy, eating better foods, moving your body a little bit, doing little things every single day make a huge difference. Mantras, right? I am worthy. I feel love for myself. Little things. It doesn't have to be big, scary, ginormous things. Come see me. I can help with coaching you through this process. It is not easy. The healing path is not easy, but it is so rewarding, as everyone who's been on it can attest to. So always recommend a life activation if you're looking to make big changes in your life, because that will just shoot you down that path. Open up your capacity to handle these changes, remove blockages and self-sabotaging tendencies. Yeah, so if you've heard of the life activation and you've been contemplating it, this might be your call. I'm also hosting energetic boundaries this summer to help you hold space for yourself so you can walk through life self-sovereign and not leaking your energy fluid everywhere like a snail through life. Universal laws, if you want to learn more about that law of frequency and how to work with it instead of against the flow of the universe. That will be on June 30th. This Saturday, I'm hosting Amplifying Your Clairsenses, so learning how to tap into the nudges from your higher self and your spirit guides so that you can make these right choices for yourself and stop taking the path of most resistance. So we have lots of options, but number one, you are not a victim. Number two, nothing is going to shift until you do. And number three, it all starts with self-love and taking that first step down your healing path. So I would love to talk more about this with you. Like I said, if life activation sounds good, please reach out. I would love to talk to you more about it. I'm all stocked up on Spagyrics and all of the fun things that we need to get that done. So if you feel stuck, I feel you. I understand, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you want to talk through anything, I'm definitely here. But in the meantime, so many blessings to you all.